It's baseball season here in the United States, and I just wanted to show off one of my Captain Easy strips. This is from 1941. It's drawn by Leslie Turner, not Roy Crane. Leslie Turner was Roy Crane's assistant, and by this time, Leslie Turner was basically doing everything. And he does a baseball strip. And what I really like about this strip is the way the center works, where in panel 5 here, you have it split into panel 5 and 6. And so you get the pitcher winding up, and then you have a 1-2 that's created. The batter hits the ball past the pitcher twice on each side, but then here there's this time warp that goes on, which I really like. I did want to show this to you. This is the same strip that's reprinted here in the Fantagraphics collection, and just how much smaller that is, and how the paper tone is gone, and it's just all white now. So it's just a completely different look. That's a regular size comic book, and when I did my book Storyville, I tried to approach the idea of doing Sunday page size strips, and so this is a little bit smaller than it was actually printed. It was printed in a newspaper, but it's still close to what this used to be in the 1940s in the United States. It's just something to think about, how you see your work being reproduced. And doing zines and everything is really cool. Using the copier is really cool. But even when you go 11 by 17, unless you're going to bind that, with tape or glue or something, you're going to have to fold that 11 by 17, and you're going to get back down to an 8.5 by 11 magazine size. Tabloid newspaper comics are quite popular. There's lots of ways of doing stuff. Let's see, what do I got here? I got a Noel Freiberg silk screen poster for a show, and see how large that is. So it's just a whole different way of approaching. You can do a one-pager just as like a piece of art, and so it's just something to think about as you move forward making your work. And you want to think about the final product. You want to think about the book, but you also want to think about the presentation and how that's going to be seen by people, and also about the scale that with which you're going to work. So we're going to be working small in the beginning, and then we're going to tile together smaller panels, smaller drawings into a larger thing. So something to think about as we begin the course. And I just wanted to thank you guys for being here.